Good evening. Welcome to Star Talk. I'm Ken Eccles, and we're happy to have you on the. What am I trying to say? We're happy to have you with us on the show tonight. We'd love to hear from you. A couple of ways that could happen. You could call the phone number that is up there. You could do that, or you could email me at keneckleslive@gmail.com. That's keneckleslive@gmail.com. Either way will work, as far as I know. Um, so if you want to take part in the show tonight, by all means, give us a call or send us an email. And I'm shuffling around here. The reason your paper is shuffling is because I'm looking for something I was going to say about Gmail tonight, and maybe I'll find it uh, at some point. But hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, Mr. Kent.
let's make sure we all get our throats cleared before we
Yes.
continue.
Oh, yeah. Look, do you need a little more time?
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready.
Well, well, look who won the Super Bowl.
Who won the Super Bowl? I think Seattle won, didn't they?
Yes, and did I say they would win?
Did you? Oh yeah,
Yes.
you did. You did say that.
What was my score, please, to do it? I'm just asking.
Well, good. Now, I can find that. Let's see. The score was I don't know. I can't find it. I know that in your score Seattle had more points than New England. That's all I remember.
Well, I can say this: the Patriots went up to go against the Seahawks.
Well,
The
they
minute,
did pretty well in the fourth quarter. Of course, it was a little too late by then.
yep, yeah, it was too late. Not enough. Didn't have enough mustard to get the job done.
Not enough mustard on the hot dog.
True. It was a dry hot dog from them. So most likely now they're going home like they've been whooped in battle.
Well, yeah, I guess they are. But why? Yeah, well, it's Tom Brady's not there. Why do you hate the Patriots now? Tom Brady's gone.
Well, I'm pulling for the Seahawks. I was
Oh,
pulling for them
oh, okay. So you're a Seahawks fan
for right now.
for the moment. Okay, yeah, we understand that.
Yes. And did I make a good prediction for the Daytona 500?
Well, you made a prediction. I don't know if it was good or not. You picked the number one.
Yes, we're gonna probably gonna see a watermelon break.
You think so?
We better,
Because
or I'll get out.
we haven't seen a whole lot of watermelons break lately.
No, and that's been a little shameful because we needed a few of them busted on some of them tracks to show that track what the number one can do.
Yeah, and as a result of that, I don't know if you've been reading about this. As a result of that, we now have an oversupply of watermelons because he didn't break very many last year. An oversupply of watermelons now. That's a glut on the market. And all the watermelon farmers are worried that prices will drop because so many watermelons are available.
Well, that's good
Well,
for
not for
people to
the
buy the.
farmers. Not good for the
Well,
farmers.
well, they'll just have to toughen up and sell them at a reduced price, and have a backbone.
Well, maybe that. They also are hoping that Chastain will win a few races this year so they can get some of that inventory off the market.
Oh yeah, well, but like it is, they're just going to have to toughen up, have a backbone, and sell them for what they got.
So they grow a lot of watermelons in the Philippines. I don't know. I'm curious about that.
I don't know. I didn't ask her,
Okay.
but I hope so. Well, I think. Well, I'll have to check with her next time we call because I talked to her tonight. We were talking something serious like getting us a place.
Well,
Uh,
watermelons, those are, so watermelons are serious.
yes, but we were talking about getting us a place for two. We were talking about making sure we get a washer and dryer,
Hmm.
Wi-Fi,
Okay.
and cable because I want cable. I
Well,
want to
yes, of
I,
course.
I want to watch Star News from the Philippines.
Well, it would go without saying. Now, so I thought that I must have misunderstood. I thought the plan was for you to live in her mother's place,
No, that was her sister's
her sister's
place.
place.
Yeah,
But
we're planning to rent there, but we're talking.
okay. Well, one people you have to plan for the future.
Oh yes, we're planning about how much rent will be, how much we'll have to spend for groceries for two people
Hmm.
for a while. She will do the cooking because I can't cook with a spot.
Well, now you work for Bojangle. I thought everybody at Bojangles had to be qualified to cook if necessary.
Well, I'm maintenance. I don't do any cooking.
Hmm. All right. So not even in an emergency, you would not go into the kitchen and cook.
No, I get the ladies to fry me a nice egg.
Okay. All right. Fine. But what if the ladies were, what if there was a terrible snowstorm and these things can't happen, and nobody else could get to where you're the only one there though? You would in that case you would have to cook, wouldn't you?
No, they would have managers come in.
Managers would go. The managers know how to cook.
Oh yes, they will have to show up. Me, only thing I'll have to do is tea, ice, keep the trash flowing out, keep the tea up, make
Hmm.
sure enough tea is up. The thing is, if we don't have enough people, we'll only open drive-through.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Now I imagine you'll be getting what a pretty generous pension from Bojangles.
I hope. Well, I'll get my retirement. I will settle for that.
Good.
And my first when I retire in July 31st, 2026, I will be making 950 a month starting.
Hmm.
Then next year it will I will get a raise on my retirement, and plus I will throw my next income tax in on that.
All right. Well, that's nice. I mean, that's a good little supplement to have in retirement.
Oh yeah, something to get a starter kit.
I wonder what is the cost of living in the Philippines? Is it cheaper to live there?
What I was told, I have a friend that used to live here. He married a Filipino woman. Him and her lived there. He's been living there quite a couple of years since he retired. They have a nice place. They have a two-story.
Okay. So
Yep.
so what about the cost of living?
The Filipino food is very cheap to buy at the market. They don't go to the grocery store. They go to market.
To the market. All right.
Open market. It's in the open air.
Uh,
Open. Where everything is
I
fresh.
understand. I understand that. Yes. Well, then that pension should serve you very well in the Philippines.
Oh yes. Well, I got another friend who married a Filipino woman. He rents,
Okay.
and yeah, the rent for him is 500 a month. That includes the rent, water, washer and dryer, internet service, TV service.
All that for $500 a month. That's
That's what
pretty
she.
good.
Well, hey, that's what she. That's what he tells me, and they're living good. They don't bear. They don't go hardly anywhere. They sit up on the front porch, just like they were in heaven.
Well, that sounds great. And I know you're looking forward to it. And thanks for calling.
Bye, sir.
Good night. Well, he is celebrating the Patriots' defeat in the Super Bowl. Um, and I don't guess I really have anything to add to that. That's what he's doing. Phone line is open now. The number is up there on your screen. You can give us a call there. You can also send us an email. The email address is keneckelslive@gmail.com. And let's look at email over here, because there is one, maybe more than one. And we'll find it. Yeah, we'll find it in a minute. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Ken. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine, I reckon. Some of these calls just go on and on and on, don't they?
Yeah, well, sometimes they do. Maybe I need to. Somebody wanted me to bring back the 3-minute rule, and I'm always thinking about that. And maybe we'll do that one of these days.
Yeah, I hope we're not like NASCAR. They done started out changing the rules and then making them up as they go already this year.
Well, they've always done that. What have they changed lately?
Well, I don't understand why they let some of the cars run out of fuel, and then they decided that they're going to bring all the rest of them in and fuel them up. I didn't quite understand that.
Well, I'm not going to be able to explain that one to you. I guess I guess that's not really a rule change. That's just one of those things where they don't know what to do, so they just make it up as they go along.
They haven't known what to do in the last 21 years.
Has it only been 21? It seems to me like it's been longer than that.
Well, since Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, they don't even know how to even wipe themselves.
Well, what did you think of that show over there at Bowman Gray Stadium? It was tough conditions.
Yeah, it was pretty tough, but they ought to had better sense and put a race on in February in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Well, it's a big I mean, we all knew they were taking a big risk. Of course, it worked out very well one time, and then this. I'll tell you what. I don't know how many people were in those stands, but those folks who were in the stands, NASCAR really ought to send every one of them a Bojangles certificate or something, because those are good fans.
Yeah, I think they estimated 9,000, which I mean I don't see that, but that's what they said they estimated the crowd to be.
And I don't think so. I mean, I really don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my pick for the Daytona 500, Ken.
Okay, Leon, who is it?
I'm gonna take a number 3.
The number 3, Austin Dillon. It's in the book.
All right, I appreciate your service tonight and hope we have a good year this year.
Hope we do. Thank you, Leon. Thanks for calling.
All right, thank you, Ken.
Okay, that is Leon has the number 3 for the Daytona 500. I think we got a few more over here in email. If I can get back to that, I'll find out for sure. This is a Marvin from Ruffin. Wants to make a pic. Oh, Nature Boy. I'm sorry. This is Nature Boy from Ruffin. I'm going to add Nature Boy to the list. Well, Nature Boy, you are on the list, so just send me your pick whenever you are ready. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please. And goodbye. I do have a couple that have come in by email. Let's see. The Avenger returns this year. The Avenger has taken the 5. Okay. Avenger has the 5, and Mr. NASCAR has the 77. So that's what we have so far. Charles the 1, Ralph the 9, Avenger the 5, and Mr. NASCAR the 77, and Leon the 3. Those are the picks to this point. And Nature Boy's on the list. Nature Boy hasn't made a pick yet, so we'll look for that. And let's see who this is. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
How you doing tonight, Ken?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, you got the great book out. Put me down for Kyle Busch.
All right. I will enter into the great book for Mr. Pelham, the number 8. You're not giving up. Poor Kyle. He's struggled, but you're not giving up on him.
No, sirree. I mean, I think he's one of the best drivers in NASCAR, you know, other than Dale Earnhardt Sr., but, you know, that's history. But, I mean, anybody can win at Talladega and Daytona. You know that.
Well, yeah, and I still think, I said this all last year, and I'll say it all this year, too. Kyle Busch still has some wins in him. You know, he's had some unfortunate events. He's had some bad luck, and he's had some bad races. But I think he's still got wins to come.
I do too, Ken. I just wished he was still driving a Toyota instead of, you know, who he's driving for. I just don't think that team's got it together. But I hope he'll pull it off.
Well, you got him.
Thank you. Speaking of racing, that Bowman Gray thing, Ken, that was the most disappointing race I think I've seen in a long time. I mean, what really irritated me about it, you know, I watched, you know, how it started raining, then it went to the other tires and on and on and on. Wet tires, dry tires, it didn't make any difference. It seemed like every lap they had a caution until they ran out of air time. And I still don't know who won it. You know, I mean, I sit there and watch that whole mess of a race thinking I was going to be able to see the end of it. And if you want to watch the rest of it, watch FS2, which I do not have.
That whole thing, there was just so much ragged about that. Not all of it NASCAR's fault. You know, NASCAR can't fix the weather. But between the weather, you know, it's hard to race on that track anyway. Last year the weather was perfect, but they were still having a caution every other lap. So you throw in a little rain along with that. It was a mess. I mean, I don't know what else. It was just a mess.
It was, Ken. I mean, you got to stop and think. The thing is half the size of Martinsville. So how can you even consider it a racetrack, you know, for NASCAR itself? Maybe modified something like that, yeah, but not NASCAR.
I remember going there for football games. I used to do some football play-by-play in Bowman Gray every now and then. And I remember sitting there looking at the track, which of course there were no cars on it for a football game. But I remember looking at the track and thinking to myself, it would be really, really hard to race on these tracks. And even the cars that run in there, the modifieds and the others that run in there, there's just not a whole lot of space on that track. And then you put cup cars in there. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
That's my whole point, Ken. I'd rather go to Bristol and watch a baseball game, if you catch my drift. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'd probably rather watch a baseball game in Bowman Gray. But yeah, I understand it's good what NASCAR is trying to do. They get it in a different place so it's close to more people. But I just don't think it's working.
I don't either. I don't think it ever will. Now, Rockingham, yeah, I'm all in for Rockingham, you know. But,
well, yeah,
Gray,
a little more room at Rockingham.
Yeah, I mean, Bowman Gray, I don't even see how you can eat a hot dog and hold a drink at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or Wilkesboro. I think North Wilkesboro was a good place for it too.
Yeah.
but you know, these are NASCAR tracks, which Bowman Gray is not.
Right. Right.
You know, if
Speaking
they
of
wanted,
football-
you know, if they want to do it in Winston-Salem, just pull a Chicago and do it on the streets of downtown Winston-Salem. That'd be fun.
That'd be a whole lot better place. I ain't lying, man. But speaking of football, now I've seen some messed up Super Bowls in my life before too. I'm not really a big football fan, but I usually do watch the Super Bowl. And how anybody could say last night was a Super Bowl game, it was not. You know,
What fault did you find with it?
the Patriots showing up.
Well, you know, somebody had to show up on that side of the field.
Yeah. Well, I tend to agree with Charles from Danville on that. I was so glad to see the Patriots get beat. I didn't care who was playing against them. I just glad, and they beat themselves. I mean, the quarterback, what was he, 13 or 14 years old?
Well, he was in college for 2 years, so you know he went to North Carolina 2 years, 3 years. So I figure he's at least 20, 21.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that takes care of it, right?
Maybe.
But, that was one messed up game. Another thing, changing the subject. That thing that Trump come out with Obama and Michelle pictures in 8, I think that's the most despicable thing I've ever seen a person present, saying that he didn't do it, one of his staffers did it, and everybody knows that's a lie. But I think that's so disgraceful. I've never seen a president of the United States put out anything that's so stupid in my whole life. That's my comment on that, and I just don't understand that, man.
Well, they said it was, as you said, they said a staffer did it. I'm kind of surprised that a staffer has the privilege of posting on the president's account. But I don't. That's what they said happened. So I don't know what to say about that. It seems to me if they wanted to take it down, they maybe could have done it in less than 12 hours. But you know, they did take it down, and I guess the staffer has been spoken to. Maybe I haven't heard anything else about that.
And you won't. You certainly won't. All right, Ken. Thanks for taking my call, and I appreciate your show. Thank you.
Thanks for calling. So Mr. Pelham has the number 8 for Daytona. Add that to the great book. It's going to be 62 degrees tomorrow. At least that's what my forecast is saying. 62 degrees. Seems like a long, long time since it's been 62 degrees. In fact, let me get this email back over here in just a second because somebody has a comment on that. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, it's Mark from Median.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Mark.
That's good. Go ahead and put me and my mom down for Kyle Larson.
Okay, Mark has the 5. Mark and his mom. The 5 for Daytona. Okay, Mark, it's in the book.
Yeah, and if people want to wait until after qualifying, can they send you an email before Friday or by Friday if they want to put in be in the pool?
Yeah, you can send an email anytime before the race starts.
Oh, okay. I know somebody want me to ask you that. I was glad that the Seattle Seahawks won, but I had to say that was the most boringest game I ever watched.
Well, you know, I've heard other people say that. You're not the first person I've heard say that. It was, you know, they can't all be gems, and it was not a gem.
Yeah, it's like the first 2 halves, all it was field goals from Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah,
nobody really did that.
I don't think there was a touchdown till Well, right at the end of the third quarter, I guess they scored a touchdown. For most of three quarters, it was field goals, and the Patriots just didn't look like they were ever really competitive. It just looked like a mismatch from the very start.
Yeah. And then on the halftime, I watched the All American Kid Rock halftime show. I didn't watch Bad Bunny or whatever it was.
Okay. So you watched Kid Rock, and who else was there? Brantley Gilbert, and I don't remember who else was there with Kid Rock.
I can't remember who I was there. There's a few of them.
All right. Well, everybody had a halftime choice yesterday.
Oh yeah. All right. Thanks, Ken.
Well, thanks for calling. Good to hear from you. This email over here says, Ken, it has been over 2 weeks now that I have had ice and or snow or some combination of the two all over my yard and my sidewalk for 2 solid weeks. And the emailer puts that in capital letters. 2 solid weeks. Do you remember when we have ever had a thing like this where 2 weeks later it's still on the ground? I'd have to think about that. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Ken. How you doing?
Okay.
All right, Ken. Let me ask you a quick question.
What
about
is it?
That, you called in. If someone picks the people sitting on the pole each race before the race, would that give him an advantage the cars that's really running well at that track prior to somebody choosing on a Tuesday or Wednesday?
I don't know. I'd have to look up and see. And I can't tell you right off the top of it. I mean, how often does the pole sitter win the race?
Win the race, yeah. Look that up and let me know the statistics on that.
Okay. My feeling is that the pole sitter doesn't win all that often, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
In the top five. I didn't mean win in the top. Finish in the top 5.
Well, that's a good question.
He's running good. Okay.
Yeah, I will look that up, and maybe if it looks like it's a big advantage, then we'll say all the picks would have to be in before qualifying. But let me look it up first.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ken, look, on a unpleasant conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the latest post by President Trump showed what I said, and now you can see the president has love for pedophiles and hate for people of color. Now, Tim Scott, Republican, says that this is the racist post that he has seen come out of the White House. Now, they said that the post was made by a staffer of what? But if a staffer has access to a president website, then the security of our country is in worse shape than I thought, because the staffer could get on there and post something that could put us in World War III. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I would agree it's probably not a good idea to have anybody who can post in the name of the president.
Right, and you can almost be sure that whatever is posted on the president's private website is either done under his command or done by him himself. And so he may well just own up to it and take the staff out of it. But people have to remember, this is the same man that went to court because he refused to rent his apartments to blacks. The man that took out a full-page ad for the Central Park Five, who were found innocent. And so, we have no doubt about this man and how he failed. Now, but the bad thing about is something like this to come out during Black History Month, and that's just once a year when they look at the contributions made. Black History Month comes up because they look at the past contributions that was made by blacks to this country. So that should be something that we all could celebrate. But anyway, now getting to the halftime show, the alternative to Bad Bunny was Kid Rock's, and one of the lyrics in one of Kid Rock's songs goes as this, and I quote, I'm quoting now, "Young, I like them, underage. Some say it's statutory. I say it's mandatory."
Yep.
So, am I right?
That is one of his lyrics, yes.
Okay, then I do my homework because I don't want to be called out and say I'm lying and I'm spreading false information. So I'm doing my homework. But anybody that say that they prefer come out and say it, they prefer underage, and says some say it's statutory, but I say it's mandatory, then I'm not a supporter of that artist, no matter who or where he come from or what. And so that's my feeling towards that, Ken. And I just want to thank you for your show. I'm not taking up all your time. And you have a good night here.
Thanks for calling. Phone number is open. Our number's up there. The line's open. You can email us at keneccleslive@gmail.com. Emailer want to know if I can remember a time when we had snow and ice on the ground like this for 2 weeks. I guess I'd go back to maybe that March of 1960 again, if I was going to try to remember that. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Ken, this is Jerry. I'd just like to say, sir, that I'm going to be voting by mail this March because of what's going on in Virginia, and I'm going to be voting by mail in November. And Charles, he's going to take my paper to the voting office, we sign up at, and see if Trump is going to have something done about the due date on those absentee mail-in ballots. And I just want people to know, the old people that can't get to the polls, let them have their kids or their grandkids or someone in the family to take their mail-in ballot and turn it in to the office themselves instead of going through the mail. Like I said, Trump is going to have someone in the post office do something about the due date for because of the Democrats. And thank you for taking my call, sir.
Well, thank you, Jerry. Good to hear from you. Phone line's open right now. You can give us a number or give us a call at that number. The email address, keneccleslive@gmail.com. This emailer says, hello, this is the Lady in Black. Give me the 12. The Lady in Black takes the number 12. Ryan Blaney for the Daytona 500. This is Citizen D, ready to go for my third Star News NASCAR Championship. Citizen D takes Denny Hamlin for Daytona in my quest to go wire to wire to show the liberal he can be matched. All right. Citizen D, who has set himself the goal of not only winning a championship this year, but winning one wire to wire, takes the 11 Denny Hamlin for Daytona. And then he goes on, we still haven't heard from Briscoe, have we? Hope he's doing well and survived all this ice and snow. No, I have not heard from Briscoe. Haven't heard from Briscoe we haven't heard from Briscoe since before all the weather came. So Briscoe, if you're out there, your fans are wondering, hoping you're okay. You get a chance, Briscoe, let us know, because you do have folks concerned about you. Phone line is open at that number up there. You can also email us at keneckleslive@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you either way, by phone or by mail. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Eros, you idiot.
Oh, no.
It's time again for the Daytona 300.
500.
What?
500.
Daytona 500. I was just testing to see if you know.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody knows that I set the standard, and I will set the standard again.
When did you set it before?
Everybody knows that I set the standard to pick the winners, and I will pick the winner now.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Are you going to do it tonight? Hello?
That's called allowing the anticipation to build, allowing the attention to build.
Okay. All right.
When people want to hear
Just
the winner.
get on with it.
The winner of the Daytona 500 will be the #1 watermelon man, Roy Chastain.
Who?
Roy Chastain.
Ross.
Ross Chastain. That will be the winner.
Okay, thank you.
And I have more to say.
No, you don't.
Well, you will listen.
No, I won't. That's it. He's gone. But for those of you keeping track, Pretty Man takes the #1 Roy Chastain for the Daytona 500, and that is in the book. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Ken. This is Briscoe from Hospital.
Briscoe, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. This weather's got me cooked up. I can't even get to the trash cans, to roll out trash cans and recycle cans to put my waste. And it's heck, I have to drive to my mailbox, which is directly in front of my house, and get out and hold on to the door to get my mail out of the box.
Well, it should start getting better tomorrow, Briscoe. It's going to be in the 60s.
Oh, I hope it clears up tomorrow.
I hope.
I've been looking forward to some warmer weather,
Well-
even in the 40s or 50s.
Well, we got 60s tomorrow. Enjoy it.
Well, that's what I understood from your previous call, one of your previous callers, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, everybody's been wondering why we haven't heard from you. Glad to hear you're okay.
Well, I'm okay, but unless something comes up on the screen on your program that I'm interested in or got a comment about, I don't call.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't call just to hear myself.
Okay, well, that's good. People just wondering. That's all.
Well, I'm doing fine, but I'm just hoping praying this weather clears up and warms up.
Oh, it's going to get better. It's going to get better, Briscoe. It will.
I'm
Soon.
still slipping and sliding, driving up the slide hill in my driveway.
Well, you know, Briscoe, I have not been able to get in my driveway for the whole 2 weeks. I still can't get up my drive. It's very steep and it's very narrow and it's in the shade all day, so it's still covered with ice.
Well, mine pretty well is too, but I slip and slide a little bit sideways when I go out. You go out and take a ride once a day.
Well, just be careful.
I certainly will. Thank you for taking my call.
Thanks, Briscoe. Good to hear from you. Okay, folks, there's that question answered. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, I want to say this about Bruce Springsteen real quick.
All right.
You know how he's a big left-wing pusher, whatever you want to call him?
I know his politics, yes.
Okay. One of his songs goes like this, and I quote, Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go away and leave you all alone? I got a burning desire. Ooh, I'm on fire. Hey,
Well,
little girl, can he do to you all the things that I can do? I can take you higher. Now, okay. What's the difference in Bruce Springsteen being a left-wing nut and Kid Rock singing his thing? Did you not see the tribute Kid Rock spoke and sang about and the whole thing? It was a moving experience with God. Did you see that?
I did
On
not see
Turning
it.
Point.
I didn't see
It
it.
was a moving experience. Everybody that saw it on TV had a God moment.
Good.
It was
That's-
so overwhelmingly touching. When he first came out, he sang his songs like he normally does every time. All the stuff. When he came back out, he was all about God and Jesus.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it.
That's what he's turned to. I ain't turned to it. That's what he's always been. He's just a rocker. Just like me, I was always a rocker, but I always had Jesus. You know, people say about what you want to. I know where I'm going. I know what I've done, what I hadn't done. I know we have a forgiving God. And I'm just so glad we got a forgiving God.
Well,
And,
that's one case where it doesn't make any difference what anybody else says.
Exactly. Sure enough. But, yeah, I just want to make a little similar comparison. Just, you know, the left's the left, the right's the right. It ain't much difference between the two except one side looks stupid, the other side just looks dumb.
And I will tell you sound exactly like Bruce Springsteen. That was as good an impersonation as I've ever heard.
I
Hey,
didn't sound like Bruce Springsteen. I
you-
sounded like Ted Nugent.
have you got a pick for Daytona?
Oh, yeah.
You want to tell us?
No.
Okay, well, that's fine. You keep it a secret.
I'm going to wait.
Okay, you got time.
If we may email it in, do email it into KenEcclesLive.com.
You can email it if you want to.
Okay. I mean, well, yeah. Is that the easy way to do it? Okay to do it that way?
Whichever you prefer. Some people do it one way, some do it the other.
Okay, because you see, I've already done my research, and I've already watched quite a few Daytona races
Okay.
just out of boredom.
Right.
Thank Lord, God. Thank goodness for YouTube. I've been in the house 2 weeks too.
I'm telling you,
Going nuts.
two
Going nuts.
weeks. It seems like longer than that.
I got out tonight and went to Subway. I wasn't cooking. I said, I ain't cooking nothing. Went to Subway and got me a foot long.
All right, so you don't want to give away the results of your research right now. So
No, it's just, I'll just wait a little bit. It's no big deal. Everybody pretty much knows who I'm going to pick.
Well, I think I know, but I don't know for sure.
I'll put this way, it's going to be a Chevrolet.
Okay, well, that narrows it down.
And-
And it's going to be a single-digit number, isn't it?
Oh, I ain't going to say whether it is or not.
Okay, we'll wait.
Hey, I cranked my airboat up, and I had to run.
You had to run?
Yeah, to catch it. It was just idling and going out across the snow.
Oh, I'll bet that thing really goes on ice, doesn't it?
Ain't got no brakes.
Man, how do you even stop it on ice?
I have a water brake on the back, which is cut down to a point in the middle. And I have a left foot pedal. It's like a gas pedal that controls that brake that drops down in the water for high speed. So when you let off the gas, you hit the water brake before you let off the gas so the nose don't fly up in the air.
Man.
Yeah, now I don't know if that'd work on snow and ice. I don't think that'd work on ice. Maybe change a little bit, but they're going to spin. But yeah, but it was just trying to roll, slide on its own. I said, that's enough of this. Tap the gas, it's gone.
All right, so one of these days we're going to see that thing on water, I hope.
Oh yeah, I'm dreaming about it every day. I thought it would happen before now, but you know, physical situations, the shoulders and lumbars and necks and all kind of stuff gets in the way.
Yeah, well, I'm
I
sorry
was wondering
about
how
all
what's
that.
his name shoulder was. I was wondering how what's his name shoulder was doing. He hadn't mentioned it lately.
Who's that?
Was it JJ? Well, not JJ. Mr. Fallon.
Oh, he hadn't mentioned his shoulder lately, so I hope it's
No.
getting better. He didn't mention it
Well,
lately.
mine's a lot better. I had a torn bicep before I had the torn rotator cuff. My torn rotator cuff's got a lot better. I mean, it ain't bothering me at all, but that torn bicep still is.
Have you got anything that has not been broken or torn at some point?
My mom said before I was 18 years old, I didn't have an inch of skin on me that I was born with.
Well, at least your body knows how to make new skin, so that's in your favor.
Yes, that's how I know I have no diseases. Is how quick I scab over and heal up.
All right. Well, another way to handle that is to stop breaking stuff.
I've only had to slow down after I turned 70 because of that. A couple of ribs, a shoulder.
All
In the
right.
last year. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night, Ken. You take care, buddy.
Well, thank you for calling. Good to hear from you. Let me see what time it is. My goodness, it has got late all of a sudden. There's a couple of minutes left for your phone calls and emails on this edition of Star Talk. And we got another email has slipped in over here. And it is from Mr. Leaksville. Mr. Leaksville says, I want to pick the number 5 for Daytona. All right, let me get that in the book. Mr. Leaksville has Kyle Larson, the 5. Here's what we got so far. Charles, the 1. Ralph, the 9. Pretty Man, the 1. The Avenger, the 5. Lady in Black, the 12. Mr. NASCAR, the 77. Leon has the 3. Mr. Pelham is taking the 8. Mark from Mayodan, the 5. Citizen D, the 11. Mr. Leaksville, the 5. And as far as what I said earlier, I said you can make your picks all the way up to the start of the race. That's in abeyance at the moment, because it probably would be a pretty good idea to figure out if that would give somebody a big advantage over somebody else who couldn't wait and do it that way. So as of right now, the official rule right now is you can make your picks anytime up to the start of qualifying. And will the extended pass, I don't know. Let me do some research on that. And we'll, like we do with everything, we'll eventually figure it out one way or another. Then this one says, Ken, is the president going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell? I don't know. I have no idea. Maxwell has said, I guess everybody knows what she said. She said if she can get clemency from the president, she will testify that neither Donald Trump nor Bill Clinton ever did anything improper in relation to their adventures or lack of adventures with Jeffrey Epstein. That's what she said. What the result of that will be, I don't know. I guess one thing that bears mentioning is you kind of have to wonder how much credibility she would have right now, because she has previously testified under oath. In 2015, she testified under oath that she didn't have any knowledge of anything improper or anything illegal ever happening in relation to Jeffrey Epstein. She just said she'd never seen or heard of any illegal or improper behavior in all her years with Jeffrey Epstein, is what she said under oath. I don't think anybody much believes that. So if you don't believe that, then the only conclusion you can reach is that she lied under oath. So what is testimony? In light of that, what is testimony from her even worth? Is it worth anything at all? Again, I don't know. I know a lot of questions. I don't know the answers to them all. So as far as your question, is she going to get a pardon from the president? I have no idea. Stay tuned, and we'll see how it all works out. And here's one more email, and I've got a minute to look this one up. And it says, Captain Midnight, I'm taking the 11 for Daytona. Captain Midnight takes the 11. He wrote it twice, so I'll say it twice. Captain Midnight takes the 11 for Daytona. So that's one more in the great book, and there it'll stand. That is all the time we have for Star Talk tonight. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays. Oh, there's one other thing somebody asked me about, and I'll answer this very quickly. Somebody sent me an email this afternoon. I can't find it now, so I won't read it directly. Wanted to know if all my dental problems had been solved. I've been going to the dentist a whole lot for the past month. A whole lot. And yeah, to you who inquired, I had an appointment at the dentist Friday. I had two last week. The last one was Friday, and that was the final one. All my dental issues are now fixed, at least until I can manage to come up with new dental issues. I had a permanent crown that had decay underneath it, which is not a good thing. So they had to saw off that permanent crown, and then they had a whole list of other things, and some of them worked and some of them didn't, and some of them stayed in there and some of them broke and fell out. Anyway, never mind all that. Yeah, to the person who inquired, all that stuff is fixed now, thank goodness. Because it's, going to the dentist. Some great people at my dentist's office, and I like the people a lot, but I still don't enjoy a trip to the dentist. And that is all the time we have for Star Talk tonight. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I hope you'll join us next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Eccles.